Hey, come catch this wave with the Fixx squad. The Fixx is in. I'm Mr. Soul, I'm tuning in. What you doing?
Got him. Look, real hip-hop revealed in the Fixx. Pure, you can feel it in the mix. Finally start pushing the culture forward, this is it. Proceed at your own risk. Got him. Beats, bars, and life, giving them truth in it. Screaming revolution with only a few minutes. My sentiments exactly everything that we do clutch. Another reason to turn the volume up. Sheesh, know what we stand on. Solid ground we land. Say it's no use, the culture is out of hand. But now out of reach, we gotta stick to the plan. Dark days put the sunshine in it. Good news, I'm proof that it's living. Yeah, revolving the art, the shot go with it. Keeping the beats on the block, don't miss it. Welcome.
Tell the city stand up. James left, but the king still reigns here. No tears, no love lost, no rain here. Delivers, I promise, Santa reindeer. Love for the city still resides here. Fix for your ailment, faith that resides outside the lines. Detox your mind, cause it matters. Art outside the box, we paint splatter. The Fixx is in and we rock a channel. We rock with them for what's deep within. Expose those who talk but don't live. Expose those who talk but don't live. Take offense, judged by the fruit from the tree. But if the fruit tastes like the streets, and money is the fruit that they speak, so tell me whose face do they see? Repeat, take offense, judged by the fruit from the tree. But if the fruit tastes like the streets, and money is the fruit that they seek, so tell me whose face do they seek? The Fixx is in.
Yes, sir. You're now tuned into the Fixx, your source for faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry. I go by the name of DJ Focus. Squad in here, maybe. What up, Rico? Okay.
What's up, man?
Okay. You froze.
Okay.
I'll say, yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, my goodness. Every week, Swab, this is what we do, man. I got to get you warmed up a little bit, man.
No, I'm trying to adjust the settings.
Okay. What's good, T?
Man, I'm back from what felt like the dead. I'm good.
You good?
Right. It's so good to see everybody. Haven't been working on my Spanish because I was down. But hello, everybody.
Yeah, we praising God. We glad you are okay, because that ain't no joke.
Thank you.
Appreciate
you. Put your mask on, people.
Yes.
This don't make no sense.
Please put your mask on. Please wash your hands.
Corey, take that mask off.
Once again, you're tuned into the Fixx. Of course, our mission here is to expose the culture to positive but relevant music that keeps Jesus Christ at the center of the message. And y'all already know we got another hot show again. Fixx Nation, we want to welcome into the show local Clevelander, a hip hop artist. He got his sanitizer and everything over here, man, doing a little stuff for us. But yeah, definitely one of our brothers, man, from the land, man. Been doing music for a while now, man. What's up, Corey Bapes?
You're muted, brother.
Oh, there it is. There it is. What's going on? I'm glad to be here with the Fixx, man. Hold up. It's your man, the guy, Corey B. Brother Wise Words, Mr. Testimony Tuesday, Mr. Serve God.
Hey, keep going.
Live in the flesh, Mr. Walk by Faith Bapes. It's going down, man. What's popping, man? I'm glad to be here with y'all today.
Yeah, we definitely glad to have you on, man. How you been, man, during this pandemic and everything, man, with this COVID, man? You and the family, everybody okay?
Oh, everything is good, man. Hey, we're not panicking in the pandemonium. Bible says we might be living in the last days. Who knows? But either way, man, God is in control, so I'm not worried about nothing. We just gonna walk by faith. We just gonna continue to stay prayed up, live in the spirit, man, because everything around us is temporal. So I mean, what we got to worry about? If we go tomorrow, we just want to make sure that we right with the Father, so we go to the right place, right?
Absolutely. So talk a little bit about your Testimony Tuesdays you've been doing on IG and Facebook and whatnot, and tell the people what exactly that is.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a pandemic. The Testimony Tuesday was just an opportunity. I mean, we're living epistles, so it doesn't have to be Tuesday for us to tell our testimony, but it was just an idea for me to like create like some type of like programming through like my social media, where on a consistent basis, people can like come to my page and maybe expect to hear like a word or just something about me that I share and bring it back to the gospel so they can see how God's been working in my life. Cause I just want to, I just want to share this, this message with everybody, so a lot of my followers, I wouldn't say they're like unchurched and stuff, but they're just used to the old pictures that I would use to post, the old content. So it's just being
Corey B from the Ave.
Yeah, they used to, let's see twerking. That's what we used to see it on your page. So it's like, okay, just trying to change the narrative and let them know that I'm a new preacher. Who this? You feel me? So I'm also thinking about Wise Words Wednesday, and just like, you know, going live with somebody and we just, you know, breaking down the Bible passages. Nothing too major, you know. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. So talk a little bit about your transition. A lot of people don't know how you transition from, you know, you started off kind of doing like mainstream music, kind of transition a little bit into doing CHH. Talk a little bit about that journey.
Hey, God been more than good to me. Hey, so I mean, a lot of people, they know me for the secular music, you know, seen her at the Baby Grand. I'm about my dough, I'm about my bread. Corey Jones is my real name, born in New Orleans, the 9th Ward. Moved to Ohio, Cleveland when I was 10. I have a documentary that's about to come out. We probably moved every year when I lived in Cleveland, every year. And I guess I ended up knowing a lot of people, but you know, I went to Cleveland Central Catholic, which is a Catholic school, and is right near the hood that I was from, the hood that I claim, which is Fleet Avenue. And basically, you know, the story is high school, you know, had a car, freestyle, you know, danced, was a very sociable person. And under the influence of some chemicals and some other dependencies, I would drop a freestyle and it just so happened to be pretty lit. So we was listening to like DSR, Tum Tum, you know, those artists kind of influenced me. And then being like from New Orleans, like Bootsy and Webby. So I had the subs in my Lumina, you know, I had the lows, I ain't had a high, so it made for a perfect instrumental. And I was bumping that Webby that I got 612s. I got 612s. This, you know, this is old throwback, but
you taking T to a place. I can see it in her eyes. I'm sorry, carry on. Forgive me. Carry on.
So I mean, long story short, man, the guys that I was running with, the Av clique, and just having like some street ties and being a sociable person and like dressing fly, and I got my rap name because I pulled up on the hood and I had on some Bapes, and it was like, look at Corey with the Bapes. We're gonna call you Corey Bapes. That's how I got my rap name. And then I took the Bapes and turned it into like an acronym, which stands for Ban All Possibilities Except Success. Because when you put God first, there's nothing that you can't do. So long story short, I got my first deal was with Warner Brothers after doing an album with the kick drums. And of course I had success with a lot of Cleveland artists. You know, I did songs with Doughboy, Machine Gun Kelly, Ray Jr., Young Shank, all these artists and stuff. And Ray Cash, you know, I'm low-key like a pioneer in the city or whatever, because 07, I was like the first artist with like a HD video, and I was in high school. So I ended up getting a deal with Warner Brothers or whatever, and I made the decision after I got the deal, which was in 2007. I signed the deal after I graduated, and I had a talk with my grandfather who just turned 75, and he was like, "You going to school?" So I ended up going to Bowling Green, and after I went to educate myself, the label basically like cease and desist. Like they stopped communicating with me. It was like they were upset that I decided to educate myself. So the transition, God's been tugging on me for a long time. My grandmother, she said, "You either gonna be a preacher or entertainer," and we laugh about it now because it's like I'm doing both. So I just decided to surrender my life and give all authority to God and live by the kingdom of God, and use my skills and my talents to evangelize and share my story with people and let them know that if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side. And that's basically, that's all it's about. And I just love music. I love the culture. Young black man, I like to have fun. I'm still the same person, but I'm putting God first, and I want to live righteously. So I just want to share that with people and let them know that, man, if God can do it for me, he can do it for you.
Man, what did you have to sacrifice for your transition? Because I remember, like, I literally remember growing up in high school. We went to high school at the same time, and we were around a lot of the same people. And so I remember that phase, right? Like, and that's why they keep teasing me with my faces because I'm going back to high school when you first came out with a couple different, you know, tracks that used to make somebody feel some type of way. But anyway,
That
so what
bounce.
was some of the transitional sacrifices you had to make, and maybe you are still making as you went from there to where you are now in your music?
Yeah, definitely. Just die to myself daily, man. Die to my flesh daily. Um, as a man of God, I've been married for 3 years, going on 4 years. So my goal is to take advantage of the grace that God has given me. Like, I'm not where I want to be, and I'm not perfect, but I'm not the person that I used to be, and I don't want to go back. And I realize that I need God, and that's the main thing that I try to share with people is that you can't do this thing called life without a relationship
Mm-hmm.
with Jesus Christ. You because it's just too much. You try to life without God is like it's that emoji. It's like you're sinking, but when you got Jesus, you just floating on the water. Like, okay, everything's gonna be cool. So one of the main things that I had to, uh, as far as with the transition, was just like so fully submit and like relinquish the control because I was so worldly. I thought that the amount of money would give me the success, career goals, getting promotions and stuff like that. I thought that was the idea for success. But when I just took my hands off of my life and just gave it to God and like, God, however you want to use me, however you see fit to use me, I'm grateful. And when I did that, it was just he was like, okay, I'm gonna show you what I could do because I have my ways are higher than your ways and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. So what you thought I was gonna do with your life, how you thought I was gonna use you, we about to flip this whole thing around. So just letting go and giving it all to God, letting him get the control.
So I, with your testimony Tuesdays, I feel like that's been like a huge part of maybe what's kept you kind of in that daily walk, that daily focus. So what was one of the, I guess, most memorable testimonies that you got from the testimony Tuesdays?
Well, God is definitely still working on me. One of the, I mean, I don't know if y'all can hear my computer going off. I'm sorry about that. One of the
Nah, man, I thought
Oh,
my
like I
phone,
thought I
somebody
was
was trying to
tripping.
get. I'm like, I know they hear this.
Right
yeah,
there. Yeah, thank you, because I thought it was me. I'm like, man, what's going on?
And I keep looking for text. I keep looking for text messages. Like, everybody knows what I'm doing right now, so nobody should be. Okay,
I could tell
sorry.
by
Go
the way
ahead.
it sounded that it wasn't me.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you and
So
an Android.
I, one of
Nope, got an iPhone.
he got the iPhone. I see the so one of the main I mean that's a great question and I think God's still writing my story. Um, one of the big things, of course, is like being on the west side and like being shot at and hearing bullets basically ricocheting off of stop signs and houses and this story is crazy. I don't know if you guys remember this place called Club Vegas. T, you might. It was on the
Yes,
west side,
it
and
was on the west side. Yep.
it was like a high school. It was like a kid club type
Mm-hmm.
thing. And we went over there. We were deep. It was a lot of us, and we were getting on with the Puerto Ricans, and we were up in mints and showing money, and we was just having a good old time. We were high end drunk, and, basically a brawl ensued. I mean, a brawl ensued where chairs were thrown and everything. And Club Vegas was the type of venue that to go in, you had to go down some stairs. And basically, we were in the wrong neighborhood because that fight was over. And before we even like got outside, before we could finish to like go outside, we were going up the stairs and there were like people outside waiting for us. Like it seemed like the whole West Side was out there waiting for us. And it was a female security guard, and she tried to hold the door, but they ended up rushing in the building and chasing us back downstairs. We had a brawl, and then we call ourselves like going to their neighborhood, and we ended up like getting shot at. We went to their neighborhood, like where we thought they were from or whatever, got out the cars, we're walking around, and it was like I really don't understand like what we were just so reckless, man. And I know that God spared me at that moment. And I mean, I didn't really realize it at that very moment. I just thought, it happened. But as I got older and I started looking back on things that I experienced and went through, I realized that God had his hand over my life and that he was protecting me. Another instance, just like this year, I would like to share. I think I shared this with Focus, is that God uses our passions to show us our purpose. And I got a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship, recording technology, and video production, but I wasn't doing that in the world. That wasn't what I was doing professionally. And it's like, how, God, I know you didn't put all this in me for me to just be using my organizational skills or my interpersonal skills to, talk to people and fulfill somebody's orders for a company that I really don't have an investment in. And it's like, I feel like my people need me, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And it's like, it's so many young men that I feel like I need to reach. I need to try to talk to and stuff like that. And it got to the point I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to walk by faith, Bapes. And my great grandmother told me, when you leave a job, you headed to another one. So you can always get a job. But when are you going to step out on faith and pursue your purpose or your passion, what I've given you wholeheartedly? So I was like, this is my last day. And I'm buying me a camera, and I'm out here, and God's been blessing me ever since, man. God's been blessing me ever since. I just went into ministry full time last week. So much love to like people who see potential in people and pour into them and pull them up at the same time. So that's the type of person that I want to be when I, as I transition, like reach others as you rise. I think they call it roar, so somebody's reaching down and grabbing me. I'm reaching other people, pulling people up. That's how we got to lift each other up. So.
No, like, and you hit it right on the nose, as far as like how God will keep his hand on you when you working in your purpose and just being obedience to him. So shout out to you and give you your roses for that while you are still here. And congratulations on graduation, because you graduated in October last year, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Because that, I don't know, if you ain't been to college and have to go through the foolery of what that is, they don't know. So
yeah,
good job sticking to
it. Yes. Thank you much.
Happy belated birthday too, by the way. Just turned 31.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You ain't Focus old, but you getting old.
Bless your life, cousin. It's only my cousin. Y'all just keep living. Don't worry. Y'all just keep living.
But tell everybody more information on Wise Words, inc.com. I know that website just launched and everything. So tell us about that. So I do follow you a lot.
My brother. Yes.
Check that out.
So yeah, definitely Wise Words, inc.com. Wise Words is my my entertainment company, my record label, and eventually it'll be my nonprofit sector that I use to create opportunities for at-risk juveniles to have entrepreneurial, creative, like incubation, like summer camp type things. Like 2 weeks they'll come out in the summer, and they'll get some hands-on experience with some cameras, microphones, computers, and I just give them an opportunity to create. And you say, hey, if you had a business idea, what would it be? What would you guys sell? Let's create a commercial for it. Let's create a
That's dope.
voiceover for it. Have some girls, if girls might be interested in fashion, have a couple fashion designers come through, show them some basic elements of design, how to draw sketches, how to take measurements for stitching and stuff like that. So definitely want to give back. I feel like God continues to bless you and use you if he knows that you're gonna he's gonna send blessings to you if you can send if he can send blessings through you. But yeah, wise words is just me taking a stand and saying, man, I'm not about to lease my talent to a record label. I'm gonna create my own stuff. I feel like I've learned enough. I can publish my own music and do my production, my videography and stuff under that company, and work with like small, other small businesses and stuff like to help them make that transition that's actually showing that it's essential right now, essential online presence, essential online business model, and helping them make that transition and, monetize their stuff online, whether it's YouTube, because conversation rules the nation. And if you talk, you should have a YouTube channel because you never know, you might hit on a topic that goes viral. And if you don't have the stuff implemented, you don't have your process is set up how it's supposed to be, then you won't be able to gain from that, So I want my people to be informed and business savvy because, we Christians, but we not business owners and stuff like that. So I just seen a lot of churches like kind of decline with the transition going online, and it's like we gotta do more as the younger generation and younger believers to help our older business owners and older traditional thinking churches and stuff like that. So that's why we need young people like ourselves that draw people into ministry so we can pull that creativity and that innovation out of them to see how we're gonna be doing stuff in the future.
Speaking of youth and creativity, last August, me and Corey Bapes attended a conference, a youth leadership conference. Well, one of the days we spent basically the whole day together. Even dinner, where we got a connection on getting food because he was staying in the Marriott, and I knew some of my fraternity brothers that actually were managers there and got us a free buffet meal. We stuffed our face that day, but the conference actually showed us why, not just why we are important in ministry, but how important we are in ministry. Tell everyone what you learned during this conference and how you've been applying it recently.
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm glad you mentioned that because we definitely had a ball down there in Atlanta. Shout out to Mark Moore and YLC and the Kingdom Connections as well, man. It's definitely it definitely was a great learning experience. So one of the main things I learned about that, because I think it was ministry and marketplace that they were talking about. One of the key things there that I learned was, I learned a lot of different things, a lot of stuff that I use like personally, and it was like a great like revival. Like I came back, I was on fire after that conference. Like I was literally like, man, I have never seen 5,000 worshipers in one building and people that's younger than me, everybody's jumping around like, wave make. I'm like, oh man, this is amazing. It was really what I had needed in that season. And much love to my pastor, Kenneth Sullivan Jr. at New Direction Church. It was a bunch of leaders that were brought down there, and it was an awesome experience. But the main thing that I learned about that from that conference is that, man, we have to do exactly like what I'm doing. Like I'm interested in like, writing scripts and doing like movies and, fun stuff like that. But we can't be afraid to be bold in our faith and to take over industries like fashion and entertainment and do what it is, because God will bless it. And it might not get all the recognition and all the love you feel like it should because it's positive, and social media don't really support positive. They feed off the negative, like, the algorithms is based off the negative stuff. Like, I don't know, but either way, you know, it's difficult trying to be the light, but we are the light, and the light's gonna shine, even if they want to highlight the darkness. So it was just motivation that I'm headed in the right direction, as far as ownership, and as far as you know, stepping out on faith and doing, just, you know, being Christ filled and being like, well, you know, if this is what the world want, let me give them a Christian gospel version of it. You know, so that's my take on it.
That's good. That's good. So what you have in your own record label, are you looking to put artists on your label, or is it just, you know, you just did that for yourself?
Yeah. So a couple artists actually inquired about like signing to my label, and I was like, you know, that'd be cool, but like I don't have like a distribution deal. I mean, that would be cool. I get a distribution deal that I could really help them. But right now, if somebody wanted to like sign to me, I'll be like, okay, that's cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna educate you about the business, because the fact that you feel like you need to sign to me, it lets me know that you don't really know that much about the business, because I could put you on my label. Yeah, I could sign you, but I'd rather give you some free knowledge and let you do it yourself. Sign yourself. Like Gucci, yeah. Be your own CEO. I mean, why can't you do it yourself? You know, because I don't necessarily have a budget to promote you and put you out there how I would prefer to, if I had that capital from, like, you know, the major capital. But what I can do is show you how to use what you have. I can show you how to legitimately set up your LLC, your company. I can help you get your logo, get you a website. And we can get you, registered, all that, TuneCore, get you an ASCAP, VMI. You know, what do you know about? Let's educate before you say, "Oh, I want to be signed." What do you know about the business? Yeah. So I can help them do their due diligence, and if they still want to be a part of Wise Words, yeah, let's do it. That's dope. That's dope. But so. Yeah, it's a lot of high schooler. Like, I can offer them some video and some photography services and stuff like that. Yeah, I can help with that. So I can see why somebody would want to do, because think about some artists never be on the radio, but they have like immense followings. You know, they're not like a mainstream artist, but the followers that they do have, they like utilize. You know.
Yeah. So let's talk about your music a little bit. Let's change the direction a little bit. Talk about what you're working on now, and when can we expect the album come out?
Yeah, man. So the last time we talked, man, we talked about me doing a mixtape, and basically I do have a lot of songs that I want to. I really already have it. And it's just a matter of getting everything mixed and mastered down, and putting together some visuals to come with it, because I like my last singles, it was like, okay, song is out today and the video is out today, everything's out today. So I like to drop like that. So I do have a new song that I think I want to release soon, and it's called Marching, and it's basically it ties into like things that's going on, and being like a soldier in the army of God. So I'm definitely gonna be dropping something. What quarter is this? Third. I'll definitely be dropping something third or fourth quarter. But it's been a good year for musicians. You know, as far as dropping and stuff, everybody's in the crib, so it's a good year for music.
Who's some artists you listen to?
Now, who? Okay.
Who, me? I listen to Jonathan McReynolds. I love Jonathan Trailer.
Yeah.
Pastor Mike. I mean, I don't really listen to the radio. I listen to Paris. Paris is dope. Joey, like, you get me hip to a lot of artists, especially, making this transition. You're like, man, you ain't hip to whoop. Of course, Bizzle. I haven't heard much from like Andy, but like on a daily, I got some traditional gospel music. Like I was just like last night, I was like, I want to listen to Mary, Did You Know? And I was just like, did you know that your baby, I was just like,
to a place.
It all depends on, yeah, like it all depends on how I'm feeling. But when I'm
Are
sliding,
you crazy?
no, I wasn't crazy. But when I'm sliding, I might put on Paris, like, angel got the angels laying on me, like. So it really all depends on how I feel, man. But I love the traditional gospel music and the new like hip hop stuff. So that's all I really try to feed my ears though, is positive, Christian stuff.
Is it any I guess secular positive artists that you listen to?
I mean, I listen to like the Meek Mill, Other Side of America, and then the Lil Baby had the
Rockstar.
what was it called?
Like it was something about like it was regarding the Black Lives Movement.
Yeah, it was it's bigger than Black and White song. So I was like, okay, yeah, like I can, they still had a couple cuss words in it, but I can feel, that they felt like they needed to say something, and that's really an opportunity for the gospel to be like, okay, yeah, that feeling that you feel, like that's how certain people felt in the Bible, when they were oppressed, and this is what God did, so I appreciated them songs, and they were saying stuff about praying and stuff like that. So is that a form of CHA?
Don't get me started.
CHH.
It's your world, T.
I don't want to talk about it.
Your world, T. You good?
Talk about it.
Okay.
Because, like, I am, and Corey, I was talking to them before you hopped on, and I am just upset, enraged about the current life of music, both CHA and mainstream, because I think there's this trap situation. We've had trap for a long time. We've had trap since we were in middle school, and I am 29, and so I've watched the development of trap, and it's great, fine. But I don't know if people are still riding trap because it sells. And I mean, I know that's why, but I'm wondering who is going to be the bold one and step out and give us a new sound or a different sound, or revisit some old sounds and remix them. I don't know, but we were just having that conversation that I think a lot of artists hide behind some of the comfortable stuff, especially in CHH. So that's where, I got some frustration with some people. And I want to sit some CHH artists down like, look, bro, you suck. And just because you say Jesus doesn't mean that it's good and that we should accept it because you're talking about Christ. Like, Christ worked in excellence too. So, I have my attitude. Just excuse me.
That's a whole word right there, because you got some pastors, they like, hey, you wondering why your stream numbers ain't popping, but the level of preparation ain't really there. So in some instances, I'd rather like just hold off on some music. Like, it might just not be what's needed right now, because music is just one of my gifts. You feel me? And it might not be the main gift that's gonna help build up the kingdom. It could be something that I do, but it's not like I'm doing this specifically for a check type thing. Yeah. Like, because God pays well. You feel me? God pays well, and it might be some stuff that you're doing on the back end, that God is going to be rewarding you for, where the music is something that you're doing on the front end. But as far as like the creativity, man, I really feel like even with a sermon and end with a song, it's really got to be like spirit led at all times. It really has to be spirit led, because some stuff, like he'd be like, man, I gotta get this off. Let me just post this. Somebody need to hear it. And certain stuff would just be like, well, you know, that's a nice song. Like you can put it out whenever, but you know, I'ma just start going a little harder on the music and stuff because I feel like I don't be dropping enough. And I feel like it is some artists that it just be like they might be hiding behind the beat. I don't know. But I'm gonna start doing more and you know dropping some stuff. I drop some stuff for my people who want to hear that old Bapes because that's what everybody say. They be like, yeah, you know what you're doing is cool, but can we get that old Bapes? So that'd be the main thing. Can you send me that white girl freestyle from back in the day? I'm like, bro, that ain't
Well,
so.
people be trying not to let you be great, boy. It's they change.
That's the thing. If I go around the old people, they be like, oh, you want to hit the, oh, you don't smoke no. Okay, yeah, you trying to live right? They want to try to pull you back. So the more songs I make, and you know, maybe I'll get hyper and stuff. It'd be like, okay, like he's going further and further in his faith. Like, you know, he's not. Because people will be like, oh, see, he tried to do Christian rap. Now he done fell off and stuff. So you gotta keep the people fed to let them know, like, yeah, God's still in control. Like, yeah, we do this. You know, the Fixx show ain't going nowhere. Like, you know, it's still popping, man. God gonna make we get the glory. You feel me? Like, straight up.
So Sonic, go ahead, T. Sorry.
No, because I know we about to have to let him go in a second. I just was gonna ask for you what's next, be it your sound, be it I know you said you work in film and you do a lot of other different things. Like what can the folks be looking forward to from you?
Yeah, so they can be looking forward to some new music and some new visuals. A documentary basically telling my story in Cleveland. Maybe like a mini movie, something that doesn't have to do with me, just like working with some creatives here in Indianapolis and helping them do something like an indie film or something like that. Of course, you know, the gospel would be at the center of it. It doesn't have to be like super obvious, but we're gonna slide the good news in there. It's all gonna come back like we going fishing and we going like I was watching the interview I did with Pastor Mike, and it's like you go into the culture and then you bring who you can save with you, and then you just keep going in and out. So but yeah, just more creative stuff, man. Working with other like small companies and stuff like that to help them reach their goals, and yeah, just continue to put God first. I'm still in school, so I got like a year and a half left. I have the Master's of Divinity here soon. So
Look at you! Congratulations ahead of time.
Yes, thank you. Hey, but yeah, I just enjoy spending time with like the simple things for real, man. Like spending time with my family, watching the kids grow up and stuff, like growing my wife, and it's just I'm basic now. Like it seemed like, but I still had that fire in me, and I still like to perform, and I still love to do music. So I got to do that with a spirit of excellence and just make it live like it was back in the day, because I was live when I was in the world now. And how you ain't gonna be, how you so chill, relaxed now? Now that I need to show people I'm still on fire for Christ, not on fire for the world because I'm getting money and I'm on fire for God, and God has got me lit. So.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. So, I'm gonna get you. We gotta get you out of here, man. We gotta get you back on here another time. But last question: dead or alive? If you had one artist you could work with, you had the budget. What would be that one artist? Who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Man, that's a good question. Man. I think you asked me this before, but dead or alive? Let me ask you, who you think? Well, that's two. That's
I
too
can
dope.
go either way because I might say this, I might say that. So yeah.
If I could collab with anybody, I don't even know, man. So many good artists, but I don't even know if I should go dead or alive. But I'm gonna just say this. One of the artists that I would collab with would probably be James Brown. James Brown featuring Corey Bapes. Hold up. And you say, why James Brown? Because he got that one song, Say It Loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And I'm thinking maybe we could do something with that in the times that that we in, even if it seemed like, I don't know, super like radical or something. But besides him, I think he has a lot of energy. Besides him, I would say like Michael Jackson. I would love to work with Michael Jackson, like, you know, the light skin version or the dark skin version. And then like lastly,
You ain't gotta hold your mouth to. I'm laughing.
and then,
That's funny.
and then lastly, it would definitely be Pac. I would love to work with Pac because Pac was definitely somebody who had a purpose greater than what he realized. And I don't know, maybe we could have had a conversation. And
you would have had several conversations with Pac. Let's be
yeah,
very clear.
definitely.
You ain't gonna sit
All
here
in one
and
sitting.
about him talking.
All in one sitting.
Those are three. You asked for one, but those are three. James Brown, Michael Jackson, Tupac. So that's super random, but I love to work with any artist. I got some stuff in my email sent that sound like top 40. I'm just wondering how I'm about to come up, how I'm gonna come in on this. Like, but yeah, but just look for some new music, man. Just stay tuned and keep me in prayer. I'll be praying for y'all as well, man. That
Thank you.
everything, you know, that the future is better than what it's been so far. You know, 2020 has been rough, but man, God's gonna get the glory, man. We good. If you can get something going like what y'all got going in the midst of a pandemonium, in the midst of a pandemic, it just shows you that, okay, when we get to the other side of this, there's gonna be people that be like, man, the Fixx got me through. The Fixx was what I was watching. My Netflix was messed up. All I had was the internet, whoopie whoop. But I turned into y'all station and it gave me motivation to do what I'm doing now, or it inspired me to go wholeheartedly as a Christian and understand that I can be a follower of Christ and still be a super athlete, a super dope designer, a super dope videographer. It's create different ways that I can share how I feel in my faith. So
that's good. Tell the people how they can connect with you, man, how they can follow you.
Hey, so y'all can check me out on Instagram at Corey Bapes, and Corey Bapes Music and Wise Words Inc. The website is wisewordsinc.com. And man, y'all just hit me up on there. I'll be on the gram. I'll be on Facebook. I got a Facebook page, Corey Bapes. And just get with me, man. I'm real personable, man. I be in the streets. I be in the slum. I be, you know what I'm saying? Like Jesus wasn't like, oh, I can't even eat with you guys. Like, no, like I'm out. we out here, you know. So when I go to Cleveland, like I try to make sure I touch with people that still like living that life, you know, and just let them know, man, like this ain't the end for you. Like God got bigger things in store for you. So man, I try to be accessible, and if I post something that bless people and they say something, I comment right back, man. Like, yeah, for sure. God bless you too. Like, thank you. Thanks for being solid. So continue to lift me up. I'll be lifting y'all up, man. It's definitely been a pleasure rocking with the Fixx, man. Hey, and I definitely got my daily dose chopping it up with y'all, man. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna replay this. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna repost it, reshare it, all that, man.
That's what's up. Let's get into your track, man. Tell the people about your track you sent us, man. It's exclusive. What's the name of it and the inspiration behind it?
Definitely. So we're gonna get into Walk by Faith. The video is out on Vivo. It's a Wise Words production. The Walk by Faith is basically talking about, you know, I said I'm in the furnace, I'm in the lion's den. God did it before. I know he'll do it again, man. And God is immutable. He is unchanging. The same God yesterday, today, and forevermore. So, hey, God ain't gonna change, but he will change you. He will transform you and make you like new. But while you in the furnace, you got to keep your eyes on the prize. And that's that Christ has your back no matter what. It all works out for the greater good of those who love the Lord. So check out this new track, man. Walk by Faith. Bapes is going down, man. Wise words.
You're tuned into the Fixx.
Fixx is in. Yes, sir.
Hold up. It's your man of God. Man of God. Wise words. I serve God. We in the church right now. Serve. It's lit for the Lord. We on a new direction. Serve God. Serve God. Serve. Let's go. Let's go. I'm in the furnace. I'm in the furnace. I'm in the lion's den. I'm keeping my faith. He did it before. I know he could do it again. God is so faithful. God is so faithful. I am so thankful. I'm thankful. These haters so hateful. Haters so hateful. I'm keeping it graceful. What was meant for destruction, God meant it for my good. For my good. Let's get that understood. Understood. What was meant for destruction, God meant it for my good. Good, good, good. Let's get that understood. Hold up. I'm in the furnace. It's hot. I'm feeling the pressure. They want you to fall off and stop. But I'm not gonna let you. No. I come to bless you. Hold up, I ain't done. I struck out before I hit a home run. I'm walking by faith and not by sight, but I follow the light. Jesus Christ gave me life. You can believe the hype. No matter the obstacle, it's not impossible. The Lord got my soul. The church, I got to go. It's time to lock and load. I know that Jesus got control. I want you to know one monkey ain't gonna stop the show. I got some haters that hate, or they be throwing that shade. Life gave me lemons, so I made lemonade. I do whatever it takes. Oh no, I'm not pumping the brakes. I flee from evil. I tell Satan he gotta escape. No matter the obstacle, I know that I'm not by myself. No matter the situation, this is what I tell myself. I'm in the furnace. I'm in the furnace. I'm in the lion's den. I'm keeping my faith. He did it before. I know he could do it again. God is so faithful. God is so faithful. I am so thankful. I'm thankful. These haters so hateful. Haters so hateful. I'm keeping it graceful. What was meant for destruction, God meant it for my good. For my good. Let's get that understood. Understood. What was meant for destruction, God meant it for my good. Good, good, good. Let's get that understood. Hold up. I'm in the lion's den, but I still know I'm gonna win. God refreshed my soul. He gave me a second win. Now I can breathe again. I promise I never leave again. I'm submitting my request, so guess it's me again. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but God be making it happen. I'm so elated that I'm singing, rapping, and I'm dancing. I got the Lord on my mind, even when I'm relaxed. Faith without works is dead, so I never get stagnant. My God is a magnet, subtracting bad habits. Gotta keep my peace in the middle of the storm, cause Jesus is my captain. The spirit I receive it, you better believe it. I'm keeping my faith, I had to see it before I could see it. I'm feeling like Solomon. Lord, just give me the wisdom, for they know not what they do. Father, forgive them. Hold up. They tried to throw me under the bus. God had another move when they thought I was stuck. I'm in the furnace. I'm in the furnace. I'm in the lion's den. I'm keeping my faith. He did it before.